Olcott. I'm the youth director of Christ the King Lutheran Church in Hutchinson, Minnesota. Been there about 11 years, been doing youth ministry for 16 years, I think. And yeah, it's good. It's going well there.
Good. Okay. How did you get connected to ILT?
My pastors suggested ILT several years ago, in kind of the early stages, and met with some people that were already kind of in the system, as they say, and it just seemed like a good fit. It was perfect for me because I didn't need to pick up my family and move. I'm married, I got 3 daughters, and got a full-time job. So to pick up and move to a seminary and kind of uproot my family was not really the best idea for us. So we decided that this seemed like a perfect opportunity to dive in and get some theological training, and now it's led to me pursuing ordination someday.
Excellent. How did you learn about ILT?
I think probably, yeah, my pastors, our senior pastor was encouraging me to take some courses, and I can't remember if I had taken some courses and then we got a new associate pastor who said, yeah, you need to be taking classes. And so, yeah, somewhere in there, it was kind of confirmed for me by a couple different places, but heard about it through my pastors and my buddy, fellow graduate Dave Wolin. Yeah, well, I started with knowing, and probably my best friend outside of my wife would be Dave Wolin, who's a graduate now. But Dave and I have been friends for a long time and kind of partners in ministry at sister congregations for a long time. So I went into it with Dave and knowing Dave, and I think that helped me a little. But from that, Becky Hand's become kind of a friend of mine. She's down in Texas, and Lou, and get to know all sorts of people. And there's sort of a new crop now of people that are right around the same time frame of coming in and finishing, hopefully, around the same time that I'll be doing. And so you sort of get to know you get to know the people in ILT, you get to know the different students. It's not a huge school, and I think that's a great thing because you get a chance to really engage not only with the fellow students, but even with the professors in class. There's a little more it's not quite one-on-one, but it's a lot more personal than it would be if you were in a large classroom with many students.
Yeah. Have you gotten to know the professors very well?
Yeah. One of the greatest things I think about ILT is that they can get some of the greatest minds, and they don't need to convince them to move to one place. They can, for example, they can do Robert Benny, who I think is just sort of a leader in ethics. They can tap him on the shoulder to teach courses, and they can grab somebody, and he's out in Virginia, but they can grab all these wonderful minds from all over the place, and then you are in class with them. And like I said before, it's much smaller, so it's an opportunity to get to know the professors pretty well too, and they encourage you, and you can email some of them, and they encourage me in some ways and give me advice. And so I just think the community the ILT community is great and deep, rich, and thoughtful.
If someone were to walk up to you and talk about ILT, what would you tell them?
If someone were to come to me and maybe ask me questions about ILT, I would just I would encourage them to experience it for themselves, to check it out. That's actually kind of a neat thing, is that when people have asked me about it, I've actually taken them and shown them videos of some of my classes and said, this is how we do it, and give them a kind of a small taste. But one of the things that I've shared is just that the history is deep. These are professors that they've been there, they've done that, they know what they're talking about, and they've got a lot of experience, and they're willing to share. And so I'd share that, and I'd share the beautiful fact that you don't need to move to take seminary. You can take it right where you're at, and the fact that you can take it at a slow pace, like myself, I think, or you can be aggressive, like others, and take many classes in one semester. You're able to go you're able to do what you can do. I value a lot of things about ILT. The community, I value the flexibility, I value the care that the professors and the staff overall show towards the students. It's very personal, I think. They really wanted to equip pastors, a new group that's going to go out and share the gospel of Jesus. I'm thankful for their time and care in the process. And just it's become a family, new friends, and the conversations that in class and out of class have been really rich and valuable.